welcome to Health Hits Experience.
The anger is sort of what keeps me going.
This is how change works. Small things all gathered together.
Make sure that the rest of the group knows.
So I need to know that you have my back on this. Hello and welcome once again to Health Hits Experience. I am your host, not Brittany Lee. I am, of course, if you're a fan of the main campaign, I'm Rob, and I normally play Hieronymus. However, for the last week, this week, and it looks like next week, I have managed to wrest control of the show from Brittany, and instead of space pirates, we are bringing you Victorian monster hunters in the world of Rippers.
Three-peat.
Yeah, baby. Rippers is a game using the Savage Worlds system by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. It is a rules-light, action-heavy system for fast, furious, fun games. And we're going to try to bring that to you today. A couple things before we get started here. I want to, first of all, say thank you to everybody who has thus far kicked in a few bucks to Cam. As you know, Cam is the reason that we are able to do this show with the studios here at Community Access Media. And we are, I believe, I haven't gotten word otherwise, I believe we are still going to be putting the link up there in case people want to throw a couple of bucks to help with the infrastructure and plumbing issues and repairs that have had to take place here at the building over the last several weeks. We got a nice new floor, though. It's looking beautiful. So there will be a link in the description here, the show notes, or possibly up on the screen. With us today, we also have some people from our regular cast, Ian and Robin, of course, and we also have fans of the show will recognize Brad and Lindsey, who have also appeared in the past. And this week, we are bringing part 2 of the Rippers story. Previously on Rippers, our friendly Victorian relatively new monster hunting couples, the Remingtons and the Naturas, were summoned to the home of their mentor, Mr. Arthur Dodge, the fellow who recruited them into the Rippers organization, and the person who would send them out on their missions and tasks. They arrived and found that his apartment had been broken into by a band of thugs. They had a huge fight, which we did not do on stream. That was our session 0, where everybody learned the rules. It happened off stream, but the results were devastating. Arthur was found dead, murdered by some kind of large, stony, four-armed gargoyle creature that had busted in through the window and killed him. Our friendly Rippers did, in fact, find a schedule book of Arthur's with some upcoming meetings, which screamed clue, clue, clue at them in bright, bold letters. They went to the funeral. Yes, they went to the funeral. Then they were invited back to the Rippers' main lodge, where they met some other members of the Rippers, some other people who are heads of chapters, much like Mr. Dodge was. They met the, oh God, what were their names here? Because they might be important people who show up again.
Maybe. There was Moncrief.
Yes, Mr. Moncrief. Who was a Scottish Ripper who is visiting London recently, had been in Cairo looking into mummy stuff, but he was doing some research here in town. Also, Mr.
Britannia?
The Lady Britannia.
Yes, Lady Britannia, who is who styles herself as a costumed crime-fighting monster hunter, as some of the members of the Rippers do. None of our people, because they're way too cool for that nonsense.
Ridiculous. Next time.
And finally, what was the last guy's name? Anybody got the thing up there?
That guy that was a real brute, right? You're just like, you need me to knock some people around.
Oh, the Scottish guy?
That was Moncrief, the
Oh, that
Scottish
was
guy.
Moncrief?
Oh no, we're talking about the German man, which I do
The
not
German
remember.
fellow, Rolf Herrmann.
That's him.
Yes.
Rolf.
God, I'm good with names.
Rolf Herrmann.
I tried.
Who heads a Rippers chapter up in Yorkshire. So you met the three of them, had some chat, and then you were called into a meeting with Mina Harker, who is from what book, Ian?
She's from Dracula.
That's right.
Yeah.
I know this.
She's from a Dracula time.
Who is the head of the Rippers organization worldwide, and she told you that that Arthur, your mentor, who was murdered, had approached her about some kind of an artifact that was supposed to be coming into the country. He was going to try to secure this, bring it to Rippers headquarters, lock it away in the vault, but she did not know who he was supposed to meet or what was happening. Also, she told you that Arthur suspected that there may be a mole in the Rippers organization, so she wasn't sure who she could trust, and that's why she put this to you for. We did, in fact, find out that when they said mole, they mean a spy within the organization and not the little burrowing rodent.
They're just
We
very,
all-
very small they are.
We all looked at Brad when you said mole that
Yes.
time. We're just like, yeah.
Finally, after that, our group looked at the day planner. They looked at the first appointment that Arthur had scheduled and decided that the best thing to do would be to go and see the people that he was meeting with in the hopes that they could pick up the trail of this artifact and find out what was going on. The first one was he was supposed to catch an omnibus in Piccadilly Circle, and when they went to go catch this bus, they saw someone suspicious looking at them. Wayne and Craig went over to roust this suspicious individual. Meanwhile, Dr. Natura and Noel jumped on the omnibus and it took off. They met Mr. Scroggs, who seemed very paranoid, and they were just about to question him when Wayne and Craig accosted the suspicious individual. Wayne climbed into the hansom cab that the man was in. Craig jumped on the back of it and lifted it up so that the horse could not move.
I'm pretty big.
And the fellow who had been looking at them dropped the newspaper and was pointing a revolver at Wayne. And the person was, in fact, their dead mentor, Mr. Dodge. Did I forget anything important?
Nah, I feel like that pretty much covered it.
All right. So that's what we're going to pick up now.
Oh, good.
I mean, it's a pretty important moment to pick
No,
up
no,
on.
it's good. It's just, what?
And I, whoop.
So, newspaper drops, and Mr. Dodge is there holding a revolver pointed at you. Hello, Wayne.
Not who I expected to see when the newspaper fell.
Yes, well, you have interrupted some of my plans, but that's all right. They're still going according to what I want to happen. Before you get any ideas, I should probably warn you that this revolver is loaded with silver ammunition.
Wouldn't put it past you to have done that, yes? Why did you fake your death?
Yes, well, that's a bit of a sticky wicket here. Wayne, suffice to say, I need you and Craig back there to jump off of this cab and let me get about my business. So what say? Shall we do that then?
Right. Well, you have the gun,
I do have the gun.
so seems smart. Will we be hearing from you again?
That's a great question, Wayne. That's a great question, and I think probably you will not be hearing from me again.
Good to know. Craig, you should probably let go of the carriage now.
Well, who's inside?
Nobody.
What do you mean nobody? A newspaper.
Let go of the carriage.
All right, Wayne. And then I just step off the back.
Let it just like,
Yeah. I should point out that the driver of the cab, who in a handsome cab, they sit up on the back there behind the coach. When you jumped up there and stared at him with all 7'2", 300+ pounds of your Craig-like visage, he kind of dropped his little buggy whip and kind of scooted across the thing and is looking at you with abject terror right now as you just single-handedly, jacked his cab up on its rear wheels and the horse started neighing and bucking.
After I step off, oh, what's this then? And I pick it up. He picks it up and goes, "Oh, you dropped this?" And I just hold it out gingerly.
Thank you, Governor.
You're quite welcome. It's a long way down to that road.
It is.
And then I stick my head into the side of the cab and go, "What's up, Wayne?"
And with that, Mr. Dodge, are you sticking it like straight through the back of the window of the thing? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. There's like a little window back there so that the cab driver can talk to the people there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll
So
stick right through the back.
as the gun is here, Craig's head just kind of comes in between us there in an extremely comedic manner.
I go, "Wayne, you said there wasn't anyone in here, but Arthur's in here, and you lied to me."
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Think on it for a second. Take
Wait.
your time.
Arthur?
Hello, Craig.
How you doing? You look great. I haven't
Thank you.
seen you since you died.
Yes, thank you, Craig. I'm going to need you and Wayne to get out of the cab here. I've got a very important appointment to make.
But wait. If you're here, then who do we find? Who do we find?
Look. All right, this isn't working. I need you to get out of the cab right now.
Gonna step out. There is a gun pointed at me. Not dealing with that.
Yeah. And Mr. Dodge, at this point, reaches up and he grabs hold of the skin at his forehead and he peels it down. And there is this horrific, muscular, skeletal, clay and goop-faced kind of thing there with like cheekbones and the eyes kind of sitting back in the Living Dead kind of skull. And he says,
Oh, that makes sense. You're
Yeah.
not Arthur at all.
and he says, I will love to stay and chat with you. However, I'm about some important business. So, driver! When you see this horrific visage, I need you guys to give me spirit rolls here.
Spirit rolls.
Yes.
Wow, good thing we sent the two idiots.
Yeah, right?
to the same place. Oh, I don't
How it goes.
even have. Oh, I only have a D4. Good.
Oops.
Good stuff.
There you go.
Oh. Well, I got 5.
That's good.
Pretty good.
So neither of you are particularly taken aback by this horrific visage. You've seen some stuff, being rippers and all. So
Definitely unsettling, though.
So it is unsettling. Driver, start away.
They're just stepping out.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything. That's instant death. I'm not messing with that.
All right. And the driver hits the thing, and the horses are still a bit taken aback from being, having their carriage lifted up, but with a rear, and they start clomping away.
Bye, not Arthur.
What did we just walk into?
All right, we're going to switch over to the ladies in the omnibus. Yeah, so you've gotten Mr. Scroggs there. You've kind of sat on either side of him. He started panicking when you people showed up, and not Arthur, who he was expecting, showed up, and so you with some strongly worded language, managed to get him to calm down and quiet down.
You shut the fuck up.
And so he's sitting there between there, going, "All right, somebody want to tell me what's going on here, because this is absolutely not what should be happening here. We're in grave danger."
Well, I'm fairly certain that you have more knowledge than us.
Yeah, we're here searching for information.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
Why are we in
Why
danger?
so Arthur's not here and is not coming?
No.
All right. So look, and he's keeping his voice down because you are kind of on a crowded. Oh, you know what? Let's switch over to the actual bus here.
The bus.
The bus.
Get on the bus.
We'll switch you over to the bus.
Yeah, bus.
And the horse-drawn double-decker bus of Victorian London with these cool spiral stairs on the back.
Bus in
pretty
the
cool.
chat, please.
Yes.
Bus in chat.
That's what I was going to say.
He says, "Look, then we've got to get off. We've got to get off of this quick. We've got to get off of here, and we've got to hide because there's something terrifying that's going to happen here. Something very, very bad. Arthur had me looking into something, and he wanted me to find some stuff out for him, and I looked into it, and there's something gravely dangerous coming down the pike at us, and I just wanted to give my report to him and get the hell out of town. And so if he's not coming, then I'll give the report to you, and I'm going to get the hell out of town."
Oh, that seems fine to me.
That's what I was going to say.
All right, Arthur contacted me about.
I just
he
take
had
out
some-
like my pocketbook and start like scribbling things
He
down.
had some suspicions that there was something big was going to go down. He'd heard some rumors and he wanted me to look into it for him. So I've got some contacts, in. Well, I know some people who are associated with the dare I say, with the cabal. Right. So I keep my ear to the ground for him, and when I hear something, I pass it along to him. But somebody's pulled in some very big guns in town. People from out of the city, people from on the continent, and I don't know what's going on, but they're big names, and they're hired guns. They're not necessarily part of the cabal. They're people that somebody's brought in for something important. And look, I just wanted to pass that information along and get the hell out of here.
Do you have any specific? Oh, go ahead.
No, I want you to give me a notice roll.
Okay.
What do you notice?
What do I notice?
Do it.
Roll.
Notice. Quick, notice it.
Notice.
Cool. As you're sitting there talking, and as Scroggs is giving his report, as shaky and terrified as he is, Noel, out of the back of the bus there, you just kind of catch a glimpse out of your corner of your eye, and you turn to look a little closer. There is a carriage that is kind of weaving through traffic, heading towards your bus, people are jumping out of the way. Horses and carts and everything are kind of pulled aside, and this thing is just almost unnatural. The way it's maneuvering through here, it's zipping along at quite a terrifying clip, and gaining on the bus. So you notice that. Look,
You would notice her face does change, as he's talking to you. You would notice she's like, "Well, that's odd."
All I know is there's four of them, right? And they're all big hired guns. I mean, these are terrifying. There's a gargoyle.
I actually don't mean to interrupt, but you just said that we might be in grave danger, and there's a carriage outside that's really weaving its way towards the bus.
He looks. Oh, Christ, they found us, Stop the bus. He stands up and he starts screaming, "Stop the bus, stop the omnibus. And the other people on the bus, are what's going on? What's all this thing? Blah, blah, blah. What's happening here?
I'm so sorry. Our friend here has Tourette's. I'm a doctor. Please sit down. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about
Get out of here. If they're all talking about us.
You're not helping.
He seems to be having some sort of a attack, Doctor? Perhaps we
Yes.
could make our way off the bus, please?
Yes, if driver, if you could please pull over. We have an emergency back here.
Yeah, this carriage, and as it's getting closer, you notice it's a large black carriage. It's like one of those enclosed ones, right? Which is what makes it all the more impressive. Because I mean, like a horse can weave through traffic, a hansom cab can weave through traffic, but somebody driving an actual full-size carriage through the busy streets here.
Streets
turning
that are
on a
full
dime.
of cars, vehicles, and
vehicles,
people.
Yeah.
chickens, horses, just
Chickens.
Yeah, just zipping through, in and out. And as it's getting closer here, the bus drivers. Next stop is half a block up ahead. We don't make unscheduled stops on this route. You just have to wait your turn like everybody else.
Do you not make exceptions for medical emergencies?
As the vehicle pulls up a little bit closer, you can see that sitting up atop the box of this coach, just beating the reins, is, honest to gosh, as you look, the first thought you have is that it's Craig, because this person is that big.
Oh.
But they are dressed all in black, and they kind of have a large hat kind of slouched down over them with a big black cloak. So you can't really make out anything other than the fact that they are just whipping these horses into a frenzy towards you. Let's cut back to the other team. The carriage has just pulled away. You are now standing in Piccadilly Circle. The bus has left, the carriage has left, and the two of you are standing there. What are you doing?
So, Craig, I don't think we really have time to think much. I think we simply have to go.
It usually takes me a while anyway.
No, I get that, but your wife and my wife are both possibly in danger.
His eyes go from like completely like soft and cow-eyed to like sharp, and he's up straight and he's like, Joey,
We
she's
gotta
in
go.
danger.
Yes.
All right, and I just take off running.
Yeah, we're gonna book it. If we can find a carriage that is either unmanned or going really slowly, we're gonna take it.
Just steal a horse.
We're gonna have to, probably, most likely. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, there's other cabs, like pulled up in that area there. If you want to jump in one, you certainly can. If you want to kick the driver aside and try to drive.
I don't think either of us know how to do that very well.
It can't be that hard.
Oh yeah, it's pretty easy, I'm sure.
You just do the thing, and
Yeah, we'll probably just
All you do is beat the shit
hop.
out of that.
We'll probably just hop onto whatever like the nearest one is.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to jump into like wherever the driver's seat is, and if there's a guy sitting there, I'm just gonna be like, "Get out now. This is a threat. Go."
And
Damn.
I'm not going to have you roll intimidation because you are inherently intimidating, and this guy is a cab driver.
Yep.
So he just, if he looks like he's about to argue, and then he sees the look of murder in your eyes, and he gets down off the thing and just kind of backs away.
We're going now. Get in.
I'm hanging on the side. Go.
All right, I guess.
So you guys take
I
off.
can't imagine Craig would fit in.
No, probably not. But
carriage.
we're trying our best.
You should really just like lay on top so that you don't like pull it back.
Like crisscross applesauce.
Yeah.
Like chill on top.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going.
Good.
Because we're just trying to catch up to that bus now.
Yeah, and it was headed toward where's it going towards Covent Garden Station, I think.
Yeah, we know it's headed.
You
that
know
way.
where it's headed, and you know your way around London. So what we're going to do here is we are going to jump back over to the ladies in the bus. Other people have kind of noticed this huge carriage bearing down on the bus now, and people are starting to stand up. Who's driving like a maniac back there? I don't know what's all that about. Look at that! Someone's driving like a moon. Can you believe that? And people are starting to get all upset and British about the whole thing.
Rabble.
And Scroggs is like, we gotta get off of here. We gotta get off of here.
Well, it sounds like it's time for a plan B. And Dr. Natura's gonna grab Scroggs by the coat, and I'm just gonna start weaving my way to the front of the bus where the doors would be.
Yeah. There's doors on the front and the back. You guys are probably about at the middle, so it doesn't make a difference which direction you head.
Yeah.
Okay. You get up to the front of the bus, and just as you get up, this coach, this big black coach, has pulled up alongside, and the person who is driving the coach looks over, and you catch a glimpse of their face, right? And it is not your beloved Craig. This person has just a massive jaw. They have scars all over their face. As you look at their hands that are holding the reins, you see like mismatched pieces of flesh stitched together here and there. And he looks over, and he's got like two different eyes and a big scar running down his face. And kind of stares at you a little bit, and then all of a sudden he steers the coach into the bus. The bus rocks up on two wheels, and you said you were up by the door. You can jump clear if you'd like,
Yes,
or
I
you can
would.
try to hang on to the bus, in which case...
Nope, I'm jumping the fuck out.
All right.
Bringing you guys with me.
Yeah. So you are going to...
Diving.
Well, that was my plan initially, so now it's just easier because the bus is tilted, so I can just be like, oh, whoop.
Yeah, cool. I need
Right on the ground.
I need you guys to give me athletics checks.
It's gonna go poorly,
athletics, you
but
say?
you know, you gotta do what you gotta
Great.
do.
Don't you have like a minus to those?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Not as bad as intimidate, though.
True, but still
You're
not
bad
great.
at both of them. Oh no.
Oh my god.
That was 2-1.
Oh my goodness!
Wait, I could spend a Benny.
You could spend a Benny.
Where do
I think I was
find-
gonna say I think it
Where do
doesn't
I
seem to have the
find,
option for me to do that.
Oh wait, are you out of bannies?
No, it's
No, it's-
athletics.
Oh.
Like, where do I find that?
it's under
It's up
skills in
under-
your little bar.
It's under skills. Go over one.
Oh yeah, you can't spend bennies on a critical
Ah,
fail.
there it is.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
You just failed.
That would
All
be
right.
why.
I see.
Oh. Well, that was cool at least.
Well, good
right.
job for you, Dr. Natora.
Well, I was in front, so you probably just got dragged
You just
out
like grab by the
afterwards.
collar. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Like, y'all weren't ready for it. I was.
And Noelle's never ready.
And Scroggs is going to.
Hope Scrox is okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll all
boy.
be fine.
I mean, you're moving pretty fast.
How
Well,
fast?
they're not running that fast.
Not
It's
really.
a-
I mean, we
it's
were
a
about to
bus,
stop
but-
half a block up. It can't
Okay,
be that
so it's
bad.
probably slowing down.
Yeah. So
Probably not going nearly
Scroggs,
as fast
is
as
going
we
to
are right now,
also make a
or
roll
the
here,
other character.
and he's going to do.
Come on, Scrog.
You got this, Scrogs. Do a flip.
I can't believe I rolled 2 ones.
Oh. Oh my God, Scrogs.
Oh, dang.
Oh!
What?
Scroggs!
My man.
He's incredible.
Scroggs jumps out. He hits the ground, does like a little parkour roll, gets up on his feet, and he starts booking
That makes sense, yeah.
down the street, totally away from you guys. Noelle, unfortunately,
Trips over herself.
trips over herself, and she slips as she's getting off the thing, and she falls onto the thing. And with one hand, she grabs onto the edge of the thing, but she's kind of dragging on the ground with the wheel of the carriage
Right behind.
rolling right towards her there.
Oh no.
Damn it.
And as the wheel is you feel with a great shudder the carriage, the coach, smashes into the bus once again. And I'm going to need that athletics check again to hold on.
Don't die.
Dr. Natura, you have jumped clear. You see the thing still going on, and you see Noelle
That's not a critical.
is hanging
not a critical.
onto the edge of the bus.
It's
And
still a
then-
fail, though.
But it's not critical.
But you can roll a Benny because it's not a critical
Now you
fail.
can roll a Benny.
But what if I roll a critical fail that?
Well, I don't think that matters.
I think it
right?
does, right?
It doesn't?
Yeah, it's not like you take
I
the
mean,
better one.
You just take
Either you fail or you try to succeed.
I
and
would have
fail.
to roll a 6 in order to pass.
Jesus.
Yeah, and that's only on the
So-
D6, so that's not very
Trust the
good.
dice. Use the Benny.
I appreciate your confidence.
So,
Well, dice
all right,
always work for him.
so the Benny economy in here, you can spend bennies on a number of different things. You can re-roll a trade test. You can reroll damage. You can get a new action card. You can cover from being shaken. You can soak damage. You can regain.
You can use it to soak damage.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That.
Yeah, or you can
You're probably about to get run
you
over.
can spend a Benny to influence the story somehow, as well. So these are the various kind of things that you can do. Right now, you are lying there, being dragged, bumping along the thing here. If you had critical failed again, I would say that the wheel would hit you, and that may very well have been the end of our poor Noel. However, since you failed on this, you get bumped loose. You are going to roll along the road here, and I'm going to say that you are narrowly missed by the wheel. It literally right past your head.
If Noel had got
you are
killed, Wayne would
shaken,
have never
however.
forgiven me.
So we are going to give you the shaken condition.
That makes sense.
Right.
Panic attack.
Yeah.
She
when you
doesn't
are-
get fearful often.
Almost
when
getting
you
run
are-
over, I think.
When you are shaken, that means that you may only take free actions such as moving, and at the start of your turn in combat or something, you must attempt to recover from being shaken by making a spirit roll as a free action. So so while you're shaken, you can't really do much of anything except try to get your wits back about you. That's that condition in this game.
Well,
The coach that has slammed into the bus twice now skids sideways in a maneuver that is almost reminiscent of a Fast and Furious type of thing.
Reminiscent of a Civic in a parking structure in Japan.
Yeah. Skids up on two wheels and then clumps down. And as it clumps down, this massive figure leaps off the box.
Whoa.
And starts making his way towards you.
would he have seen us jump off?
He did catch a glimpse of you when he bumped into the thing. He saw Scroggs and saw the two of you like there with
But
Scroggs.
Did he see us get off the bus, or does he think we're still on it?
Well, the bus, I mean, he was right next to the bus, so we're going to assume that he did in fact see you get off the bus, unless you were trying to somehow mask the fact that you got off the bus through some kind of a stealth
I just
maneuver or
figured there was
something.
enough chaos going on that us just being like, whoop, you might not have seen it.
Right. He jumps down off the thing, and as he looks up, you're stunned. This guy is bigger than Craig.
That's pretty big.
This guy's got to be almost close to 8 feet tall. And as you look at him, you see, as I said, just patchwork bits of flesh stuck together, sewed and whatever.
How far am I from Noel?
Well, Noel got dragged a little ways after you jumped
Right.
off, so I'll say that you're probably, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 feet further down the thing as she tried to.
I think as soon as the carriage stopped, I would have started running towards Noel.
Be trying to get myself back up, as shaken as I am.
Yeah,
dusting
yeah.
myself off.
All right. And this,
And of course, what's his face ran the other way.
He took off. He's right now
gone.
weaving his way through the crowd. This big monstrous individual looks at you, and he stands, so much above everybody else. He sees Scroggs bolting down the thing. He reaches down and grabs up a chunk of cobblestone, just rips it right out of the street.
Oh, God.
And he chucks it. And, it's a big paving stone, about yay big, probably weighs, 30 or so pounds. Just picks this thing up and heaves it right into the crowd of people that are maneuvering around there.
He does not care.
Can I
Yeah.
Can I use my Will of the Hag to get every cat in the surrounding area to climb this man so that we can get away? I just want them to be so feral. I want them to go ape shit on this guy, and then I could just grab Noel, and then we can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we can't fight this guy right now.
No.
I mean, we
God,
could
no.
fight him, but we have to fight him somewhere where there's not a lot of people.
Because this guy doesn't care
And
clearly.
where the two fighters in the group maybe are instead,
Yeah.
I can't choose.
instead of the two less fighty people.
No. We need to get you a gun
Well-
that somehow works without eyeballs.
Just get a shotgun. That's what I did.
That's true, actually.
So,
So are we at this point approaching, or?
It's a good question.
you guys are still a ways away. Here.
Okay, all right.
We had a long conversation with a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Skinwalker? Something.
I mean,
Something creepy.
he removed his face.
Yeah, seems like Skinwalker. Ooh.
What does that mean?
Oh no. That was the throw.
Oh.
That's really bad.
As you watch, this big giant chunk of pavement just blasts through the crowd, hits probably like 3 bystanders, and smashes Scroggs in the back of the head. Scroggs just face plants, splays out with his head just bashed open.
He's either super dead immediately or about to die in about 3 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
This
SOL with this
big
guy.
honking thing looks over at you and says, "Did he give it to you?"
Did Natura reach to me or not yet?
Yeah, she got over
Oh,
to you.
okay.
Yeah,
I mean, his physical presence is such that, I mean, like it's like the whole thing is kind of cleared out around. Like the bus has stopped.
Okay.
The
Dr.
carriage is skewed aside. People are fleeing from this gigantic
Dr.
monstrosity of an
Natura's
individual.
5'2" ass is just in front
Yeah.
of Noelle like this. Like, fuck you want? All I've got for you is a shotgun to the face.
And he's, as you're saying this, he's just slowly advancing towards you, just kind of cracking his knuckles together.
Cats?
Well,
Did he give it to you?
I told you I don't have anything.
Give what?
I'ma have to take you apart and see if you got it.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be the answer.
I mean, that's probably going to be the answer no matter what. Like,
Off in the distance, you hear the sound of a cab careening through the streets. People shouting, "Hey, what are you doing? Get out of my!"
I like how
And off in the distance, you see this cab that's like just bumping into stuff. It's
oh, it's terrible driving.
yeah.
The wives are in
Craig's
danger.
hanging off the back with a steely look in his eye, holding a massive Japanese like studded club, just like oh, I'm coming, Joey.
All right. So, the two of you, this thing is advancing on you.
yeah.
He's not moving super fast. He's just kind
we
of like
try
a
and
measured
run?
pace. You absolutely can.
But we
yeah,
just
if you're
saw him
gonna-
throw that at Scroggs.
Yeah, but we can like try and dip into cover and not just run right out into the
Oh, okay,
open.
okay. In that case, then yeah.
Yeah.
Run into an
Because
alley
like
or something.
we're relatively small. How tall is Noelle?
5'7".
Okay, so you're like average height and I'm real short, so we can get in a lot of places that this fucking thing can't.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So you guys take off. Are you going into like a store? Are you looking for an alley between buildings? What are you looking for? Where are you trying to get to?
See, it's hard because if we go into a store, we risk more people being
Yeah, because he doesn't care.
hurt.
That's why I was saying more. An alley might be better.
But then the alley might end up being a dead end or a really narrow space where we're kind of like stuck in one spot.
He's getting closer.
Yeah. I think the alleys are best.
I guess
bet,
we're gonna
'cause
go with
it's
an alley,
immediate
okay?
dead end in a store.
As you discuss whether an alley or a store would be the better thing, he's managed to close the distance to about half.
Uh-oh.
All right,
going
so
to the
you're
alley?
running into an alley? You're
yeah,
ready?
that's what you said.
Alley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're just
alley,
gonna
So you guys book it.
yeah.
Okay,
Dip,
so
dive, and dodge.
I'm
Yeah.
clumsy.
so you guys you just barrel off down the street, and you find the nearest alley. There's like a couple storefronts down or whatever on this street, and as you duck into the thing, who's faster? Who's leading?
I don't think I would be leading.
I'll lead. I don't care.
That's okay. I mean, I just want to know who's slower.
You have a gun.
I would think I'm slower because I'm clumsy.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so
Natura's small, but she is.
you tear off
quick-footed.
down the thing. People are screaming. Civilians are like shouting and screaming,
Yeah.
and ladies are
That dude
fainting
just
in the
murdered a
street, and
man
horses
in
are
broad daylight.
Yeah, horses are going nuts.
Murdered
And,
more than one.
Yeah,
It's like you said it crashed through people.
Oh yeah, there's people injured down on the ground there with
Mrs.
broken
Harper
limbs and
specifically told us not to make a scene too.
Yeah, so we should probably not.
We gotta go.
Well,
Yeah.
we didn't make the same.
you guys, as you guys are coming up on the thing here, off in the distance, you can see a bus that is kind of stopped by the side of the road. There's a big black carriage that is pulled sideways across it, and you see this massive hulking figure kind of moving its way down the street there. So we're gonna get back to you guys in just a second. The two of you rush down the thing. You duck into an alleyway. I'm going to say that as you pull into the thing, you just get around the corner and a massive piece of pavement cobblestone hits the brick wall right next to your head. Pieces of the stone, the marble, just shatter off of this thing in bricks, and you get peppered with this stuff just as you duck behind the thing.
I hold it.
Are there any cats coming?
Oh yeah, so if you want to do your cat thing, right?
Yeah, that'd be super cool.
So you need
powers.
to, so what you would need to do there
Cat
is,
powers.
so explain to people exactly how this cat power came about and what exactly it is that lets you do this.
Yeah. So it is one of the Ripper Tech options. It's called the Will of the Hag. And all it does is it lets you summon a swarm of small creatures to essentially just like go feral on something. And I chose cats because there's always a ton of cats everywhere, and also who doesn't love cats? So I just want to use my Will of the Hag to have all the cats in the area come.
So I
get 'em.
believe that if you go down to your thing, I think that you should have it as a special ability, perhaps.
It's in my actions.
In your actions. So go ahead and hit that, and that should roll the dice for you there.
Okay. It
So
did
it's
not.
a spirit roll. So in the chat there, you should have the option to hit spirit.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's
Very
pretty
nice.
good.
Very nice.
That's a lot of cat.
That's
That is
isn't
a
that like
lot
a
of cats.
isn't that like a double crit? Because it rolled
Yep.
up 2 above. So
There's so many fucking cats in this
so-
area.
So many fucking
yeah.
cats.
What we have here is this big, monstrous, Frankensteinian-looking dude. You have Scroggs he's gonzo, man. He's
gone.
Yeah, Scroggs will not be participating in this any longer. We'll even
He
just
dead
take
as
him right
hell.
off of there. But as Noel and Dr. Natura are making their way away from this, an enormous group of cats.
Just
That's
a ton of feral cats.
that's a lot of cats.
That's a lot of cats.
Hell yeah.
This massive swarm of cats just out of every building and out of every
Oh no, am
alleyway.
I
And-
taking people's pets?
Probably.
Well, no, their pets are all nicely in their apartments, but
Okay.
these are all the feral cats. It's
Okay.
much better if you put them at risk.
yeah, no, it's fine. They weren't going anywhere anyways.
For science.
You think they had jobs?
Dr. Natura doesn't care, Robin does.
Yeah. Please let that be known.
Oh no, the cats.
On canon.
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 Yeah.
is
So
so
this just out of everywhere, like coming up out of like sewer grates and coming out from between buildings and up out of trees and just this massive. You just hear this growling and yelping of cats from all over the place, and they just converge.
I knew this would be useful.
Yes, they just converge in this one area, and they start leaping at this gigantic monstrosity, right? And they're clawing at him and climbing up him and scratching at his face, and he stops chasing you for a second and starts batting away at these cats that are just all over him. And right about then is when your cab pulls up.
Well, yeah, I was gonna. Before the cats showed up, I was gonna have us just go full speed past him so Craig would just take off his head with the club.
You can still do it.
But I mean, he's covered in cats now.
Yeah, but you probably wouldn't notice that fast enough.
I mean, they just got here, right? The
Yeah.
cats.
The cats have just
they just
showed up.
materialized.
Yeah.
As we're coming at him, we see all like the cats like streaming out of stuff and like attacking him. Like, that's my Joey.
Right. So I was going to ram, but I don't want to hit a swarm of cats. I think that would generally look bad. So I'm going to very quickly like pull it off to the side and then just jump off. We don't need the carriage anymore. We're getting the fuck out of here.
Let it burn.
All right.
May I do an action as we're passing this thing?
Well, so what we're going to do now, if you guys are you guys like going to stand and fight this thing, or are you just going to try to get away from this thing? Because that'll determine what we do here.
We don't know where our wives are.
Yes, that is true. You know that there are cats here, which is indication that they were here very recently.
Is there a trail of cats down the alley so you can follow us?
Yeah, just like some following me. It's Mr. Mittens.
That one kitten just stands there like doing that little cat thing where it's like trying to get our attention. I would like Craig to full tilt as this thing's coming at him, just leap off and crash into this thing.
I think that's a good idea. I'm not going to do that because I would die. So I'm going to leap just off in general.
So Craig, you probably can't remember the last time you saw something bigger than you, but this thing is bigger than you.
Right. Well,
not that you care.
Well, I mean, Joey says something like, the bigger they are, the...
So how do they fall, Craig? I'm jumping and doing a roll.
I'll have to ask her.
All right. Then what we're going to do here is we're going to jump into combat order. All right. So let's do this.
I love how gigantic the swarm is. It is obnoxiously large, and that's great. I'm a big fan of that.
I love the artwork for the swarm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like the sigils around it, like that's pretty cool.
It's just so like unnerving, and that's exactly how all those cats just wide-eyed run at screens.
I would love to see this at night, where you just see like the reflections off their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
They look like a million demons.
I'd
probably pee a
Hang
little
on a
bit.
second here. We gotta.
Looks like the swarm goes up first.
No. We gotta do some stuff here. Let's do. All right. So.
Why?
Let's throw everybody into the order here, and we will.
Oh.
There we go. We add everybody to the thing. We begin combat, and everybody gets to
well, that works.
roll their little things. All right. Craig, you are up first.
That's very fitting.
That is very fitting. So yes, you're riding up there with the handsome cab that you guys stole. This thing is there. It's starting to swat away at these cats and everything that are climbing all over it, meowing and clawing, and some are probably purring because they're cats and they're inscrutable.
Real
Who
weird.
knows what they're thinking?
Real weird. Some
But-
of them are just really friendly.
Yeah.
You know.
They're rubbing up against his legs, you know.
But then they give you the love bite that's always too hard.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like 24 other ones are just like screaming and hissing.
All right, so what is Craig doing?
Okay, so I would like to, and please like tell me, like it's 2 actions.
Yeah.
I would like to leap off and crash into him, and then when we come to a stop, like if I'm still standing, I want to bring my club down onto him as hard as I can. My big club.
That makes a lot of sense. You got a lot of speed, so you're pretty much a missile.
There's a lot of momentum right now.
Yeah.
So
Craig missile.
So is it for the initial crash? What should I roll? Is that just an attack or?
Yeah, just do it as an attack here.
Okay.
I will say that because of the fact that you were moving at a high rate of speed and launching into him, we will give you probably some kind of bonus on damage if you hit him.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Makes sense.
Is there any manner of modifier due to his being covered in cats?
I will say that at the present moment there is not, but
Okay.
later in the combat there certainly could be. Did you target him before you rolled that die?
I must have clicked on the cats at one point. I'm sorry.
All right.
Don't
would
target
you like
the
me to
cats.
re-roll it?
Yeah, go ahead. You can re-roll that.
Okay. Then target this guy, and I'm going to fighting.
Oh no, that's worse.
All right. So
It's
so you don't want to do a
success either
fighting
way.
thing. You want to go to your gear thing to where it says gear, and that should let you.
That's
pull up
right. I
the-
remember.
Yeah.
So yes, multi-action penalty there. Apologies on that. And then let's do fighting. There we go. Oh.
Oh, okay.
That's much better.
We like that.
Well,
That's good.
Give you enough tries at it, you'll eventually get it.
Let me just keep rolling some dice, Rob.
Yeah.
I'll get it eventually.
All right, so I still don't know if you had him targeted because it's not showing the thing, but that's okay. We can take a look here.
I clicked on him. Was it right click or regular click?
It's okay.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. All right, so you are able to surpass his parry value, which means that you hit, and you did in fact get a raise on that. So let's see if I can do it that way. Does that work?
Is my Ripper claw unequipped for some reason?
Wait a minute.
Main hand. There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
All right.
There we
All
go.
right. So you were able to get a raise on the thing. So now you should be able to click on that and roll the damage there.
Wow.
Ooh.
Dude.
Dang.
3 wounds plus shake.
Ooh.
It's them cats, I'm thinking.
I think it's the cats plus
I mean,
the
the
anger.
cats help.
Yeah, you
We'll
fucked
say
with
that.
Craig's wife, man. I don't
I'm
know.
telling you, the mysterious giant is going to spend a Benny to try to soak that damage.
As he should.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Mysterious giant takes no damage as a result of that.
Damn.
Is that what that means?
That's what that means.
Does
All
that
of it.
mean
All or nothing?
like is he? Did I just like slam into him or is he on the ground?
You slammed into him. You hit him as hard as you could.
Coming in
You
hot.
Came in hot. You blasted into him, and you said, "I'm taking this guy's head right off the shoulders." And you hit him, and he just managed to turn enough and get his shoulder up a little bit there, and it deflected off of his shoulder instead of hitting him square in the head. And he like took a step back, stepped on a cat probably. It got away.
It's fine. They have 9 lives. It's fine.
It's fine.
They'll respawn later.
And he turns and looks back at you with just a murderous gleam in his eye.
Very fitting.
That usually works. Let me try again. And then I'm gonna come in
right.
with my
Comes
second
his
attack.
Oh,
If
you
that-
did take the multi-attack
I
penalty
did.
there? All right, cool.
I did.
Oh.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, you did take them. Yeah, cool. Smack him.
So make sure that you got him
Get him.
targeted there.
oh, son of a biscuit.
All right, that's okay. I can post target him here for you.
Okay,
There.
sorry. Yes.
That didn't hit.
Your weapon does D10s.
Yeah.
All right. So you,
That does make sense. You do have really high strength.
yeah.
You know, good at like 2 things: loving Joey
There you go.
and smashing motherfuckers who mess with Joey.
It's all about her, really.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
so
what
it
we
looks
call
like
love.
it looks like you rolled a 9 and a 1 on your wild die with the -2 multi-action penalty. You got an 8. That is enough to hit him. You did not get any kind of a raise there. So I don't know why it's not letting me do the damage here, but that's okay because we're going to take a look and go ahead and what's your damage that you're?
It would be strength plus D6 plus 1.
Okay. And we're just going to do a roll here. So /R. What's your strength?
D10.
All right.
Yes, D10.
All right. You know what? Just roll it with physical dice.
I didn't bring him this time.
Oh,
You
pass
told us
these over.
not to.
Open the
Yeah.
tin.
Ah, nice. Okay. So,
So a
glad that I
D10
brought
and a
them.
D6.
plus
I also
1.
have mine, so.
Double ones.
Oh,
All right. So
I'm sorry. I
you
didn't know. it was
blast
gonna
into
turn
this
out
guy
so.
with just the
And these are
biggest.
yours?
Here, I got
That would be horrible. We'd never
horrific
find
dice.
them.
All right, so you just blast into this guy with a massive. There's something that you can grab if you need to in the
Thanks.
future.
Yeah.
You blast into
Probably
him
not
with your initial attack, and he shrugs it off. You come back with your second attack, and this time you connect right square on the jaw, and it just.
Does my club survive it?
Your club survives it.
Okay, well,
But
that's good.
he kind of grins. He kind of grins.
He's like a dark version of you, and I don't like it.
All right,
Dark Craig
Dark
has
Craig.
risen.
Craig, you got anything else you want to do?
Can I back up hesitantly?
Whoa.
You can try to withdraw from the fight, but he would get to attack you because there's none of this disengage action
Right, yeah.
nonsense. You
Okay.
move
No,
away, he
I,
swings. He swings, baby.
I smile back at him. Let's let's do it. I guess.
All right, moving on. Whoops, what happened there? I don't know. Something. My thing's rolling like crazy.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Noelle, you were shaken. So at the start of your turn, when I
just
went to you, it automatically rolled your spirit thing.
Oh, okay.
You successfully removed the shaken penalty.
Yay!
Yep. And so you may now act.
I may now act. Okay, excellent.
So the two of you had ducked around the corner, right?
Yes.
A paving stone smashed against the thing, shattered next to your head, sending bits of debris at you. And you did one of these, and then you hear the yowling of cats, and then you hear the screech of another vehicle, and you hear Craig's voice, "Rah!" Boom!
That usually works.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Husbands have arrived.
What do we do about
The
it?
boys are here.
Oh, the boys are here.
They're back in town.
I don't want to leave them.
Well, neither do I.
Is we going back?
Will you survive?
My husband is back there.
I guess that answers that.
Loyalty. Thanks, babe.
I don't even have that, but
All right. So,
Oh, only
that
I'm
trade,
loyal, huh?
yeah.
so in this very quick exchange, you decide, stay, go, got to go back. So what are you doing?
I don't know if. I guess how close do we get running?
Yeah,
You
How far
guys,
would we
so like with a
make
move action, you could get up into range. We're going to do this kind of like abstracted combat. I don't have a battle mat for this thing. You can move up into a place where you could shoot at him or do something like that just by peeking back around the corner. With a move action, you could get up close enough to him to swing fisticuffs at him, which I know is
Definitely not.
your favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're such a fighter.
Do you
My-
have a coat rack?
No, unfortunately not. I had to leave that behind. I should have kept it.
We need to get a mobile co-rack just for you.
I was gonna. Could I do a support roll with my notice skill to see if I can notice any weak points on this guy?
Absolutely can do that.
That's
Nice.
And he's all
There you go.
stitched. It makes sense.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go.
Go ahead.
Do it.
All right.
Give me that notice roll.
Do I have to do it like on him, or is that just a general roll?
That's just a general roll.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're doing attacks, you want to target him, but for a support action.
Roll.
Oh,
Nice.
All right.
stuff.
All right.
all right.
That's
So you
nice.
got a success with a raise, which means that you get super cool information.
Oh.
As you are watching this, right, you come out there and Craig is standing toe to toe with this thing. He just hauled off and whacked this guy across the chin, and he just kind of like didn't even phase
Oh, she
him.
did
it
see
seemed.
that.
I have just landed and am currently rolling.
Might I ask how much larger than him, or rather how much larger than me is he?
So you're like 7'2" ish, I think we established.
7'2".
7'2". He's pushing 8 feet, and he's got to be he's got to be 500 pounds. He's Andre the Giant dimensions, and then some. I mean, he's monstrous.
Some kind
It
of.
makes me wonder how that carriage even carried him.
Yeah. Well, that's why he wasn't in a little cab. He was in a big, reinforced thing.
Big beefy boy box.
Yeah, beefy boy.
Beef boy box.
You look over, and as he's standing there, he turns, right? You see him turn, and you notice that his the way he moves, he seems, and you know, there's cats and there's chaos and there's Craig standing in his face and Wayne is getting ready to jump into the fight and all this, but you just in that very Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock kind of hyper analytical thing, you know, where you zoom in on things, you see as he turns, his left leg, he kind of favors it a little bit. He has to take the weight off it for just a second before he reestablishes it down there, making you think that perhaps if this thing has a weakness, his left leg might be it.
Weak ankles.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're very dainty. You just can't tell.
I've never been able to ice skate because I have ankles that go. So I feel his pain.
I will notice that, and just as I'm coming out in the alley, just frantically looking, zoning, and just be like, left leg!
What?
Hit the left leg!
So you said left leg, right?
All right.
Good to see you alive.
Yes. Would you like to do anything else? Noelle, you now there's like all kinds of there's cover around here. There's bits of like things on the street. There's there's people there. The corpse of Scroggs is there. You see some police officers have started running up to the thing, and then they've kind of doubled back like this and are hesitant to rush into this.
Yeah.
So is there anything else that you wanted to do before we move on?
You know what you could do is try and loot what's left of Scroggs, see if he has anything on him.
I suppose, but I didn't really call how many actions. I don't know if that.
That's true. Moving over, you can move over to where Scroggs is and,
okay,
and
I was
be ready to do that.
Yeah, my
That's
thing
fine.
was gonna say take like cover near him. And
Yeah,
then I'll
okay,
prepare
that's
to do
fine.
that.
Or
And do I have
what's
to
left
pick
of him.
with my like support action? Do I have to pick who that goes to, or
I think so.
Yeah, something like
I
that
believe
from
that
what I've
that is
seen.
generally how that would work. Let me
where is that?
pull this up here real quick.
Alive.
And
I didn't realize I would make it roll. My bad.
do.
Alive.
So I
Oh,
can't
it's on
find
my
it right now.
character
I will say that just by
I
calling
can-
that out,
yeah.
you're giving everybody an idea of where the weakness is. That's from the raise. The support role, you can choose to give the +1 bonus to one person that you choose.
Okay.
Generally is how the support works.
We could just say the next person in line that can attack.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it has a general thing, I can say
Yeah.
that.
That's convenient.
All right.
Should certainly help.
Get rid of that. Okay, so Noelle is done.
Uh-oh.
The mysterious giant.
Dun dun dun.
This thing is right up in your face there, Craig. You've just whacked him with everything you had. You launched yourself off of a fast-moving thing, hit him with the thing. It just barely staggered him. You came back. You clocked him right across the jaw. It wasn't your best swing, but you had some meat behind it, and he just kind of grinned. And right now, he is about to go nuts on you.
Don't forget you got some bennies.
He is going to
Uh-oh.
he is going to do a wild attack.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, those hit more.
Yeah. And so here we go.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Oh no.
Ow.
That's
oh dear.
a lot.
You got any bennies left, buddy?
So I can roll Benny's.
Oh, hang on. He didn't. So I'm also in the forgetting to target the appropriate people thing here. So let's. No,
Please keep the
let's do this.
24. Feel free.
I love
Let's do
I love
that.
the raise
There we
system, but when I just keep seeing dice get thrown out, I'm like, oh god.
Well, it's that thing when it's against you, you're like, no.
No, please.
Please no.
Not,
All right,
not
so
like
he is
this.
rolling damage against Craig with a raise.
Wound and
Okay, not terrible.
Could be worse.
Could have been worse.
Okay.
All right. So that is so you would be shaken, which means that you have to do a spirit roll at the start of your turn to remove that shaken thing to
Okay.
be able to act on your turn next
Okay.
up. And you would also take 1 wound. Remember, if you get 3 wounds, you're incapacitated, and unless somebody gets to you and applies some medical assistance to you, you could bleed out and die hideously.
So how does one soak and or
So right next to the thing
like-
on the screen, there, right next to where it says Craig +1 wound and shaken, there's a little picture of a Benny with a little thing, and you click that to try to soak the damage.
Okay.
Seems like a good idea.
Nice.
Oh, that one. Right. My bad.
The little coin-looking thing.
Yep. So you spent your Benny, and
Oh, that looks like a fail.
that is a failure to soak.
Woof.
Oh. Worth a
You
shot.
can re-roll that soak attempt if
Yeah,
you want
you
to
could
spend more bennies. You can,
I'll spend
you can
another
spend
benny.
How many
bennies like
bennies
crazy.
you got?
I got 3. I'll
Your
spend one
entire
more.
purpose is murder, so you should really use them now.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay.
Ah.
That's
All
better.
right.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
So you guys both just clocked each other, and both of you were just like, nah.
Yeah. So
They're like sizing each other up right now.
it's like on YouTube when those people have those slapping competitions.
Yeah.
So did he just like haul off and like?
Yeah, he just hauled
punch
off
me?
and just like with a big meaty
Just
fist the
socked
size
the
of a
shit out of you.
the size of a ham hock.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yes, very
a ham
topical
hock.
and relevant.
A ham hock like we used to take to Arthur.
Ham hock.
Hauls off and hits you, and yeah, you can tell that it would hurt but you were able to roll with it just enough.
So you do. So it does because it's like thud, and I'm just
Yeah,
like,
you even deliberately let this guy hit you because you wanted to see
Yeah.
how hard this guy could hit.
it's only fair. I hit him twice.
Boom. Right.
You don't need to be fair, Craig.
Nice.
He's just that kind of guy.
The swarm of
He's
cats.
so nice.
Yeah. He's a swell guy.
The swarm of cats is going to do their crazy
Get
cat thing.
him.
I'm glad. There's
after he connects with me, I go. I turn back and I spit a little blood and I go, "Uh-oh, did you fuck up?"
Oh no.
So they have a special swarming ability that they can do, which is that they're composed of many small creatures. Cutting and piercing weapons don't really hurt them. Area of effects work normal. So they're tough to hit, but they can bite and try to claw and sting at this dude. So that is what they are going to do. I have this not in there exactly correct. So we will go with, it doesn't matter. We'll just roll it. I don't care. They're cats.
Cats. Go, cats.
I'm a kitty cat.
Get cats. I just like to imagine when the cats are attacking, we're all just like,
All right.
ooh, that's a lot of cat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Just let him do
Hey.
their thing.
Bite or sting.
Yep.
Cats
They
all
are
have
clawing
stingers
at
now.
this dude. Their
Scorpion tails.
little claws are ripping into his dead, reanimated
What's left of his
flesh.
stupid face.
Bits of, like they're getting caught in some of the little bits of stitches and stuff, but they don't seem to be doing any damage to this thing. He's just kind of shrugging them off, as it is. But that's okay. They're still there. They're doing their thing. Dr. Natura.
Well,
Hey, we need to run. Remember.
Left leg.
yeah. So after Noelle popped around the corner and was just like, look at left leg, Dr. Natura will also whip out around the corner and get into range with her shotgun and aim for his left leg.
All right. So what you want to do is first of all make sure that you have him targeted. Okay.
Ah, yes.
Yes. That
Thing
we're
we all
going
keep
to
forgetting.
do for everybody from now
So
on.
you just click him, or
Yeah, you just click him, I think.
because I feel like it's not doing
No.
anything.
Well, it
need to
should.
click
Well, here. So if you are targeted and then you can also, let me see if right clicking, yeah, there's a little target button.
If you right click it,
Oh yeah, no, that's it.
There,
The
we've
thing
got
with
the little
squares.
arrows around him.
Yeah.
oh,
that.
you have to like double click them.
There you go. All right, so you've got him
Got it.
targeted. Then you would go to your gear and you would pull your sawed-off double-barrel shotgun. Mm-hmm. Right?
So it'd be short range.
Yeah, we're gonna say. Well, we'll say it's. I would say you're at medium range because you guys ran a bit away from him. So I would say it's medium range. Oh, okay. So we were still talking through the whole business of that. Because if you're doing a called shot, there's also some other penalties that you get to that. But that's okay. We can do the math here in our heads. Okay, so you just rolled damage. You didn't actually roll to hit. So we're going to.
I don't know why it does that, because I do hit the shotgun.
Yeah. So okay.
I think when you click it, it asks.
Yeah.
which
So
one
when
you're
you
doing.
click on the shotgun thing, it should come up with a whole big list of stuff there, right? And so what you want to do is, let's do this. All right. So we're going to give you a penalty for the called shot. All right. First of all, then we're going to. So you don't do the damage per se. At this point, you would do your shooting +2.
This
'Cause that's
system
what you're
really is
shooting.
faster if you're used to it.
It is. So we're dealing with a system that is new to some of us, and with the technological issues of a program that we are using, some of us for only the second time. All right. So you would click on the shooting, and that would tell you whether you actually hit him. So did you do that?
Do I have to add the +2 to it, or is that just something that's already going to be in there?
Go ahead. We'll just subtract it off manually. There. Give you. All right.
Okay.
That works.
So you hit. All right. So now you pull up the thing again. Well, we'll take your damage roll from before. So you got a 12 total. All right. Because you shot him in his wounded leg. All right. In his not his wounded leg, but his weak leg. His left leg that is a little bit gimpier than the rest of him. He is shaken as a result of your die roll, but we're going to give him an extra wound on top of that.
Oh, well, that's
Right?
good.
Yeah, so we're going to go +2. I think that'll get him there. There you go. Boom. All right. You hit him in his leg, and your shotgun blasts into it, and he just roars out in agony.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Cats shrink back almost from the massive shout that comes off of this guy. Are you doing anything else, Dr. Natura?
I would probably just shout at the boys, like, "It's time to go!"
All right. Did you shoot with one barrel or two?
I think it was double.
Double barrel.
Double barreled,
medium range.
yep, medium
Yeah,
range
double
plus
barrel,
4.
medium
Yes.
range.
So before you can fire again, you're going to have to take an action to reload. So if you want to do it on the same turn, just remember that you need to take the penalty. Okay?
Cool.
All right, great. So Dr. Natura shouts out, "It's time to go!" Wayne, you've been waiting so patiently to get into here,
I know.
you slow guy.
I probably fumbled a little bit on the jump off, to be honest. Craig was so in there,
You're
and
just
as
finishing your roll.
he jumped off, and that caused the entire thing to tilt, and I was like, "What?" But yeah, so as I'm dusting off my coat and getting up, I've already strapped on the Ripper claws to my arm, which is just like a bunch of like these long blades that stick off, for those of you who don't know. And I was ready to run in there. She said left leg, I was gonna go for it, and then Dr. Natura unfortunately gave an important reminder that we should probably get the fuck out of here. So I'm like, I see Craig, and I look over in the alley, and I see that you're still over there, and I'm like, "Craig, we have to go now!" And I'm gonna run that
But
direction.
his leg's fucked up, and we can
He'll
probably
chase us!
Right, if we take his leg off, we can. And I'm doing this right in front. If we just beat his leg off.
No! Come on!
Well,
I'm not gonna get particularly close, but I'm like, trying to like, on, man, and then I'm gonna run that way. I'm heading towards my wife, because I care about her. And I wanna make sure she's okay.
All right. Good deal. So you're just going to...
We're getting ready to go. Getting ready to get out of here. Do we know? I don't know that the alleyway doesn't go anywhere. I don't know if it does.
Yeah,
or
you
not.
guys don't know. They just ducked down the first alleyway they saw.
I'm heading that direction, and I'm gonna grab onto your arm and gonna be like, we should probably just keep going, yes?
I wanted to look. It's unfortunate, but this is Scrog.
Oh,
we were trying to
God.
get information from. Sorry, I see this a lot, so it doesn't
Right.
bother me.
Now, you do notice that he is not carrying any kind of a large package or anything. Like if he had some kind of an artifact or something that he was going to be handing off, he's not carrying anything relatively big. It would have to be either a very small artifact that fits in your pocket, or he does not have one with him.
Yeah,
you know?
I was kind of looking for that, or like a notepad in
Yeah,
his
that's what I
pocket
was
sort of
thinking.
thing that maybe has his, like, again, information he wanted to give to Arthur or things like
Right.
Okay, cool.
something like that.
All right.
It is your turn, so.
Yeah, you are actually up here, so you could actually do that, and then you could book away if you wished.
Okay. What kind of skill would that be? Or
No, you're just gonna rummage through his stuff. And
okay. Then
that just you spend an action looking through. You find a little paper that's folded up. It has nothing written on the outside of it. There, it's kind of got like a sealed, wax sealed kind of thing on it there, and it was like secreted away inside of a pocket, inside of a pocket. So like a pickpocket wouldn't find it, but because as you're tapping him or whatever, you quickly find where it is and you pull it out.
Okay. Well, he's not gonna be needing this, so I will take that.
Let's go then.
As we're trying to turn to leave, does Craig look like he's moving at all?
No.
No.
Even though your wife just shouted that it was time to go.
Yeah, but if he's got a leg, he can chase Joey. And you already shot him in the leg, so I just gotta hit the leg a few times, and he's got a leg. He doesn't have a leg anymore.
Oh no.
Well, I figured.
All right. So Noelle, you found it. So you're like, got it. Whatever it is, it looks like it's important. You
Rob,
grabbed it.
Did you skip Brad? Wasn't Brad from
It changes each time.
I went right to the bottom.
We draw a new initiative each
changes.
round.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Also, this dude is like in my bubble, and if I try to move, he gets free attacks on me. So
that's
I'm kind of locked up. But you three can run, absolutely.
That's worse. It's worse to have one giant man hobbling into an alleyway than two giant men brawling it out in the streets.
Yeah.
I'm not the one that started this.
It's his fault. Officer, he started it.
There are police kind of milling around. They seem
Which is why I
frightened.
want to leave.
Well, they seem like hesitant to jump into this, but they also, they saw this. There's this big, terrifying looking dude, and then there's this guy who is big but is wearing a cute little hat, and at least wearing regular clothes and has a charming smile on his face. He seems friendly. So yeah.
He's not very friendly to this man.
No, not at the moment.
But should you catch him when he glances away, it's very friendly. But the minute the eyes lock on this guy...
All right, so Noelle, anything else you're doing?
I think with the police around, and if they're not doing anything that they should, I would like to take an action to persuade them, perhaps, do something, like look and be like, "You're the police, and you're letting just." I know he's very large and can do something about this and help, but you're just gonna let him do what your job is supposed to be?
So you're trying to arouse these nearby police standbyers to get involved and go do something.
Shameful persuasion.
Golly. Yeah. Yes. So go ahead, give me that roll.
We're supposed to not get the public involved.
But they're the police.
Oh, I don't want Craig to die.
Right.
Oh, yeah, that's my thing.
Craig's not dead yet. Craig didn't get hit.
The four of us get out of here, and then the police can do whatever they want with that guy.
But then they'll know
yeah, that's my thing. I want to get.
And then
Craig
it has
out
nothing to
there.
do with us anymore.
Problem is we don't want people to know about monsters. That's kind of our job.
I doubt that the city would really let anyone know.
So this, so you rush up to the nearest Bobby who's standing there.
I just grab his arm, like, come on.
Yes, right, ma'am. Absolutely, you're absolutely right. London's finest, whatnot. Come on, lad. Let's chop. Let's get in there and break this brawl up.
I didn't think that was going to work.
Off we go. And they start moving
I can be very persuasive.
moving into the thing. They're still being a little bit hesitant, not least of all because there's a giant swarm of cats out of nowhere that are involved in this as well.
Oh, I forgot about the cats.
They've never seen anything about all this, but they start moving in towards the hubbub. So cool. We're going to jump on ahead then to the mysterious giant dude. He was shaken, and his shaken status is removed because he succeeded on his roll. Now,
good job, giant.
he is once again going to trade blows with Craig, and he is going to take the multi-action penalty and try to hit you twice.
Right, I mean, it makes sense.
And he's going to wild attack because he just knows no better. And
what's that do again?
wild attack.
Gives you a +2 to hit, right?
Yeah, but then you're vulnerable, which makes it easier for you to hit him.
Nice.
Yes. He's trying to lure you into sticking around while everybody else can't run.
He's going.
All right,
he's
so
going me all day.
First hit. That's going to. Gosh darn it.
Oh, you didn't target?
Yeah. All the little things.
There's a bunch of things that we'll eventually get the hang of by the time this is over.
All right, Craig. You are hit by his first bashy attack.
He just gets punched, right? Like
Just punching, yeah. He gets a shaken result. He does not get enough to do an actual wound to you, but he does hit you with a shaken. Now, if you are shaken and you are hit again and shaken, it translates up to a wound. It steps up. So you could get a wound from just a shaken result. If he hits like 2 or more wounds, you can go bap, bap, bap real quick. So
Yeah.
but you still got a Benny to try to soak.
I'll roll the Benny.
Well,
Well, you didn't take any damage.
then roll
you
the
haven't
damage.
taken any damage
Yeah.
yet.
You're
He's
just
got a
shaken.
second attack coming at you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so we will apply the shaken condition to you, and then...
You already rolled 2 attacks, though.
No, you only rolled 1.
There's 2 bashes.
You're right, there are.
What?
There
yeah,
are
he
2
rolled
there.
twice already. He rolled an 8 and then a 13.
Yep.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
And
totally missed that.
Good looking out.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
I'm smart.
That's the one you want to soak.
5 wounds.
That'd be the one you want to soak.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll that.
Yeah, good
gonna
thing
go
you still
ahead
have one
and
of
just
those
roll
bennies.
that.
Huh?
Yeah, last Benny.
Don't fuck up now.
Oh, wait. I think
Oh, God.
soak it?
No. That's
No.
it, buddy.
You were able to soak 1 of them.
It's still 4 wounds.
Can we give him bennies? Can he have, just like inspiration, like can I give him more bennies?
Yeah,
Craig,
so...
no.
So as a matter of fact here,
my
what we are
God.
going to do is we are going to say that... we are going to say... just a second here.
No.
Player character Benny.
Have you guys had a player death at the health hits table at all?
No, I think this is
We
the
have not.
first.
Well, it wouldn't be a death necessarily.
Okay.
Just
But I am going to
out.
say that you. Well, first of all, because one of your drawbacks, one of your faults, correct,
Is overconfident.
that's right. And by playing your hindrances, you generate bennies.
Okay.
So you have another Benny left at you there.
Okay.
So you can try to re-roll that soak roll and get a better result.
Good luck, buddy.
Or die. All right.
You'll just be bleeding out, which means you'll die soon. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah. So you did not improve that.
Nope.
What does it look like?
Yeah.
This thing pulls off 2 haymakers, just swinging wildly, just wild haymakers, boom, boom, one after the other. The first one hits Craig, and Craig kind of rolls with it a little bit like he did the first time, but he didn't see that second one coming. That second hit catches Craig and lifts him, and all 300 pounds of Craig goes flying across the thing, across the little street here, hits the side of a building, bricks crumble in and crush, and Craig drops to the ground. He drops.
He anime punched me through a
He
wall.
did.
Oh,
That's
the
awesome.
anime
I'm going to be honest, dude. That's awesome.
It is.
I'm sorry for your loss, though.
Look at how.
This thing now turns and looks over at the rest of you who are kind of gathered by the mouth of that alleyway there. And he starts moving over towards you, limping on his left leg.
my.
Oh, dear. Hey, well, it's Dr. Natura's turn, so...
Just watched your husband
Well, I'm
get
running to
wailed.
Craig.
Yeah, make sure he doesn't die. That's
I'm gonna
important.
go try
Yeah,
and
luckily-
stabilize Craig.
Luckily, he was tossed far enough away from the thing that you can get to him without getting into this thing's path, right?
Good.
Good deal.
So, do I need to roll healing for him, or
So,
Can she?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm a doctor? I fucking hope so.
Yeah.
I put you together.
All right, so Craig is incapacitated. He is out for the remainder of the thing. And yes. So go ahead and give me a medicine check here.
It's not that great.
You'll be
but-
okay.
But it's something.
I mean,
Here we go.
5 is okay.
5 is a success.
Yeah, that's a success. Craig is no longer bleeding out. You have managed to stabilize him. And for anybody who is a big fan of Savage Worlds and is watching this stream, please understand that we are going to get all kinds of rules wrong here because I'm not going to take the time on stream to look everything up. So we're just going to go with it, right?
Yeah.
You managed to stabilize him. He is breathing. He is bleeding from like his face and his nose and his ears, and he is still like unconscious as he's there, but he is not dying right now.
Dr. Natura like took out one of her hankies, was like, oh, shh, 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 shh.
Oh.
Out cold.
Yeah, he's
Out
not
cold.
really here, but she's
So,
like,
like-
no, it's okay, it's all right. Oh, you're a little drooly. Hold on.
Dear little Drew.
Oh no.
All right, Dr. Natura, you go and take care of him.
Yeah.
The cats are just gonna be
Fuck
cats
'em
here.
up.
Yes.
Get them cats.
Get 'em, cats.
I hope the cats get the kill. Like the final hit is the cats. Oh my god.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god.
Go
Cats.
My cats!
Get them, cats.
The perfect distraction.
I hope they just eat every single stitched together part of him.
Do it.
Craig
They
whispers,
go on top of
They
him and then
wounded
it's just
him.
gone. Oh my god, they actually wounded him. How's he doing?
The cats, sensing Dr. Natura's emotional state, they redouble their cat-like efforts and they start just going absolutely nuts.
You thought they were
screeching
feral
and-
before?
Yes, they're screeching and yowling and just
Cats and
leaping at
cat.
him. And like somehow they must have figured, hey, these stitches, if we pull at those things, we can do
Take
some
his
damage.
leg off.
So you can see, yeah, like the stitches that are holding on his leg, they're clawing at those and focusing on those, and like his arm is kind of pulled off a little bit there, and he's actually kind of does that whole fire bad, cats hurt,
Cat's bad.
and he
Amazing.
not the cats.
I want the cats to cover him and then they just slowly go down as
Like
all
they
of the pieces are
devoured
taking
him.
him apart. Yeah.
Amazing.
Wayne, what are you doing?
So this guy at this point, obviously, he looks kind of bad, I assume. Because
Yeah, he looks like
getting
he's
hit.
like between the shotgun blast and now the cats that are just like you can't even see how bad he's doing because there are literally
the only
cats
person
covering
that's
every
ever-
inch of his body. I mean, it's like a pile of cats.
Yeah, and
An
I
8-foot tall pile of cats.
Yeah.
I've
My
seen,
favorite kind.
I've seen what this guy can do, and obviously I don't want to cause a scene, but he also looked over at my wife, and I just watched what he did to Craig, and I'm not allowed to let that happen to somebody else. So first question, does this guy count as a supernaturally evil creature?
What you've seen so far, well, yes, I would say, for purposes of this, sure.
Okay.
He punched up your buddy. He's obviously bad.
I mean, he's definitely not natural, so I would say supernatural, and he does not appear to be singing on the side of the angels,
Okay.
so let's call him supernatural evil for
Okay,
this.
because I have an edge called Righteous Fury, which gives me a +1 on my strength rolls
Yeah.
against those creatures. So I'm going to click on that first. And then I am going to run up to him, and I'm going to try to rip his leg off because we wounded it a lot, I think.
Yeah.
And then if I can get him down, I'm just going to stab the shit out of him. So I'm going to make two. What's it? It's not reckless. Wild
Wild
attacks.
swing, wild attacks, yeah.
So let me just multi-action penalty -2. Wild attack. There we go. And then do I have a +1 to the mod because of Righteous Fury?
I believe yes.
So I would put a +1 in the mod
Yep.
area.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
And that is fighting. Okay.
Yes, sir.
I think that's everything. Let's go. Okay.
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 All right.
okay.
Not
All right.
bad.
So I'm running up to him. I'm taking that first swipe.
Yep.
Do you want me to roll damage first
Hang
and
on.
then do my second one?
Yeah.
Okay. Rip claw
Did
damage.
there.
Is there a penalty on this or anything, or no?
Well, no, you actually got a raise because there's a gang up bonus because he's surrounded by cats.
Okay.
Hell
and he's
yeah.
vulnerable from his big, massive, wild swing against Craig.
Nice.
Did so much damage. So you hit him with a raise. So now you should be able to click on the where it says that
Raise damage. Okay, and then just hit damage. And
Well, in the chat, you should have the option.
Oh.
To click on it.
haha.
Ooh.
Boom.
Nice.
You were targeting the leg.
Yeah, I'm trying to rip that thing off.
Normally, there's like a call shot penalty. We're not going to worry about it because you have managed to drop this thing. His leg comes off, right? Mm-hmm. And he kind of topples over and falls, and cats are just all over him. He's still flailing around, on the ground, but like you're not killing him because he's like. You get the sense this dude's already dead, right?
Right. Since he's already fallen.
The cop, he fell over, right? Mm-hmm. He's not going to be chasing you. And the police are now finally kind of seeing this. They're ready to go, everybody stand back, everybody, we're ready to just jump right in there
Bring
and do
the leg.
I was gonna do that, yeah.
What?
She's
I'm
a doctor.
biology
She
major,
wants-
man. I made this.
So as you turn around and chat that over your shoulder, I'm like, what are you?
Yeah. Just
gonna-
take it. You already had it in your arms. Take it with
I
you.
didn't find clues from it. We can both benefit
I'm just
positively.
sort of like
about her medical
tipping the hat
career.
at all the police officers.
yeah.
Good job, everyone. Great job.
Try
Pulling
and
back
hide
into
it
the
under
alleyway.
your coat or something.
Really awkwardly.
All right.
Are you all right?
Oh my god.
Better now than it was before.
Yeah, there's enough
picking
chaos here
rocks
in the
out of my
square
brain.
with the crowd going nuts, people around there, that you guys certainly can, extricate yourself from having to answer questions or any of that kind of stuff. You do still have an
Dr.
enormous,
Natura's got one of his sleeves,
unconscious Craig.
Oh, you should go help. I'm not gonna be able to
These things take a moment.
Let me help you.
Unbuckling the crooked claw. Hold that for me, please. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm going over to Craig and I'm just grabbing both of his shoulders and just.
Dr. Natura's still trying to help you.
You got this.
It would take all three. It would take all three of them to move me.
I'm pretty strong, but you're like 350
Yeah.
pounds.
You said like 500.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that was a bigger guy.
No, that's
Never
big
mind.
guy.
Yeah, big guy.
Yeah.
All right, so you managed to get Craig moved into like the cab that you guys stole and brought up here. And so, barring anything else that you guys want to do here in the square, you can get away.
We gotta fucking go.
Yeah,
I'd like to do some shopping.
right now.
If that's possible, I'd like to do a little.
Since we're here.
He comes back to consciousness just because he needs to shop.
I'm going to hop in the driver's seat and grab the reins and be like, I'm actually not that good at this. If either of you two are better.
Is that a riding?
Is that a
thing?
skill that we should have taken, or?
There was a riding.
There's a
skill.
riding skill, yeah.
Don't got that.
Well, no, I did not take it either.
We're all
Yeah.
bad drivers.
Yes, you do.
All right, so we're gonna just go, I guess.
Yeah. So I mean, you're not doing you're not like involved in a chase or any kind of
that's
stunt
true.
driving.
We're just trying to get the
so,
fuck out of here.
I mean, you can tell the horses to go and get them moving.
They're clearly like unhappy because I like almost crashed them into a giant
Yes.
man, but it's fine. We'll just take a second.
All right, so you successfully managed to move out of here, and you are, I assume, heading someplace where you can.
We gotta wake Craig out.
I mean,
we
Craig
can do
is
that on
kind
the
of
way
coming
there.
in and out of consciousness, groggily, whatever.
We'll have laid him like flat on the back seat, and Dr. Natura, because she's so small, will just be on top of him.
Yeah.
But she doesn't touch the seat at all because he's so big.
Right. Yeah.
So
So
we win, Joey.
Not quite.
We got his leg.
We
Oh,
do have
right.
his leg.
That sounds great.
You did great.
Totally worth it.
Do you remember the part where Never mind. I'm not gonna talk about it actually.
all right.
Yeah.
So you've successfully stopped Craig from like dying in the street there. He is still in very bad shape.
Yeah.
He still has wounds. All right. And the way the healing works in this, unless you have somebody with some kind of magical healing abilities or potions or elixirs or something like that, the way it works is that you have the golden hour, where you can generally save them during that time, and you can each healer can make one attempt during that time frame. You succeeded, so you took one wound away. All right, you can't make another attempt during there because you've done all you can for him. If somebody else wants to get in there and try,
He still has 3 wounds.
yeah. Well, yeah, he's down to 2 wounds, we'll say, because like it's going to kind of cap out there.
Okay.
For purposes of this stream, that's how it's going to work.
I'm not a healer.
Yeah.
I kill things.
I don't have healing, but I have a medic kit. Would that offset
So without the
anything?
healing
No.
skill, you could do like an unskilled attempt with the -2 penalty and rolling a d4. The medic kit is if you don't have a medic kit when you go to try to heal someone, you take an additional penalty on top of that. That's okay.
Okay,
You
then
guys can
probably best I
also
don't.
take him to a hospital of
Yeah,
some
we're gonna
sort.
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
All right.
Yeah. So.
Right. Well,
So you guys rush him to the hospital, and he gets medical treatment there. Now, while you guys are waiting there, as the best medical practitioners that Victorian London has to offer,
that's leeches and cocaine. Like that's
well, I don't think they're doing leeches so much, but there is a lot of cocaine.
whole ton
You
of
got
cocaine.
ghosts in your blood. You
Yeah,
should
you
do
got
cocaine
a
about
lot
it.
of them.
So
We're
high.
cranking you up
Oh
with.
yeah, and it would take a lot
Yeah.
to keep me under.
All right.
But
so,
go on, sorry.
So what we're going to do then is you get a chance to look at the thing while you're waiting, right? I
Okay.
mean, you guys can discuss whatever you want, but you do have the thing that Scroggs found, right? That he
Oh
was
yeah,
gonna
the
give to-
letter. I'll do
So,
that.
Arthur.
Darling, would you take your claws back, please?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Thank you.
You cleaned them off. That's very kind of you. Put them back in the coat.
Yeah, I'll pull that letter out of my
Sure.
pocket and unseal it and see what's inside.
Yeah, and it's a bunch of notes that Scroggs apparently had written down and compiled into some attempt at a report. So it turns out that Scroggs, as he said, is somebody who has contacts in the Cabal, which is the evil monster-based organization that the Rippers generally oppose. Right? They're the conspiracy of the bad guys. They're the Spectre to your MI6, as it were. You know, they're the evil ones, and it's an organized thing. So Scroggs works in both worlds a little bit, and he feeds information to Arthur, or fed information to Arthur while Arthur was alive.
And
so
while he was alive.
yes. So looking through here, Scroggs says that he recounts information about a number of different people that he talked to and contacts that he hit up, and he's heard some rumors amongst people in the Cabal. Like, nobody has definite information about what's going on, but here's what he's managed to piece together. Somebody has hired in 4 heavy-hitting mercenary types. These are not normal Cabal members who have their aims at heart. These are people who are like hired guns that different organizations can utilize, you know, for the highest bidder kind of thing. As he said, there's one that is a gargoyle. He mentions. And he doesn't have any really information about it. That she's from somewhere in like Vienna, I think, is where she's based out of, and she's come to London because somebody hired her and brought her here. Also, you have he says about the notes about this monstrosity that you just fought. This massive. Patchwork man who has more intelligence than the average fleshy construct. Then there's a note in there about someone called Mr. Bosch.
Mr. Bosch.
He says that he is actually, as best he can tell, he's brought in from America. And he's some sort of a spy. And then there's a 4th one, and he said he just couldn't find any information about this 4th individual at all.
Okay.
Darling,
Yes, dear.
when we went to go chase that lead from earlier. I went to tell you, but there was a gigantic man, and also Craig's dying.
I'm okay.
I'll take it back then.
Fine, I could take him.
Either way, when I got into that cart,
Oh, yes, how did that go?
I saw Arthur, which surprised me too. He's very much dead. And when I questioned him on it, he peeled off his face.
Oh.
Yes. It was disturbing, although we've also seen many disturbing things.
Yes.
But the fact that there's some sort of being that can take people's skin and walk around in them is unnerving, to say the least. I worry that it can look like any one of us. And so for that reason, I'd like us to have, I don't know, some sort of thing we can say to make sure that we're not, in fact, a shape-shifting entity.
Or some kind of an item that we would all have.
That's true, that's possible. Although he could always knock us out,
Maybe
take our
both.
things.
Maybe both.
Maybe both.
Good to have more options.
It should be something ridiculous, like banana cake.
I love banana cake.
There we go. We'll go with banana cake.
All right.
Yes, as
'Cause
this,
he-
as this
like to
gurney
remember
with
it.
this massive shape is being wheeled past, you hear, I love banana cake.
Could someone bring us some banana cake by any chance?
Joey, in my coat pocket. Keep it safe.
Is it banana cake?
No, it's another kitten.
Miko, really?
He
You
was
know
in-
he's too heavy for your pockets.
He was in the pile.
Either way, we seem to have stumbled into something very large, and I don't like it very much. But at least we managed to get rid of one. That leg isn't still twitching, is it?
We don't even know if it's dead.
I don't
We had to
know.
leave.
That's true.
I think you sort of just keep removing the limbs until there's nothing left to attack you anymore.
We got one.
We did.
3 more.
We'll get the rest.
I feel as though you're all very optimistic about all of this after we all almost died. I mean, you saw it launch Craig across the street.
I'm not optimistic about this. In fact, I believe we are hopelessly outnumbered. But if it's all of us against one of them, perhaps we can pick it off.
I thought we did fine.
We could come in more prepared at the very least.
I didn't see the end of it, but I thought we did fine.
We're here now, so that's something.
I cut off
You're
its
right.
leg, so that was pretty cool.
Have it right here.
All right. So according to the day planner, the next appointment that Arthur had was for 9 o'clock tonight.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, I was looking at that plan earlier. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
That is.
At the Shoreditch Animal Market, where he is supposed to meet someone named McGinty. And then at midnight, he's supposed to meet somebody else at the Tower Bridge Western Walkway. And then the following morning, he's supposed to meet someone named Cratchit at the Soane Museum. With that in mind, what are your plans going forward here? You are, Craig is on the mend, but you are going to be down your big guy probably for at least the next of those meetings or of some sort.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to ask if I could roll something, or if the creature that he described from, like, the shape-shifting creature, if that sounds familiar to me, if we've come across something in the past.
You have not. I'm going to say that given your status within the organization, the fact that you are still relatively new to this. I mean, some of these people have been doing this for decades, and you've been doing it for less than a year. And Arthur was kind of bringing you along slowly. Yeah, I mean, you guys have taken on some stuff, but you're no way seasoned veteran members of the organization.
I didn't know us as detectives if something.
Yes.
Like that
I mean, if you wanted to go hit the library and do some research, you certainly could during the time between now and, you got 11 hours, give or take, to do some stuff. So if you wanted to hit the books and try to see what you could find out, you certainly could do something like that. But just as far as your own personal experience, no, none of you guys have ever run across anything like this.
Makes sense.
As far as that goes.
Well, I'll probably do that with my time then.
All right.
If we're figuring that out.
I assume you're going to stay by Craig's side while he's recovering. And what is Wayne going to do during this downtime?
Well, I'm not going to leave my wife unattended, given the circumstances. But before I go, I do want to just mention that if we are going to this thing at 9 tonight, we need to go early.
Yes.
Because we don't know if that man is going to show up looking like Arthur trying to get information. So be on the lookout for Arthur, as unnerving as that is. And if you do see him, try to cut off his head.
Do you know what he actually is?
No. However, we're going to take a short trip to the library, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna do some research, perhaps, and then also maybe in that time look in the leg, if there's time. Unless you wanted to do
leave
that.
the leg with her. She knows what to do with it.
I don't suppose I'd be able to check out the leg at all while we're waiting.
I mean, you're in a hospital.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The perfect place!
Yeah.
You just like walk into one of the labs like shoo shoo.
Yeah. I mean,
I've got things to
if you wanted to do some kind of a skill thing to get into the thing and take a look at it. Generally, Ripper Tech is not something that you can do on the fly. It's something that is like in campaign mode.
Right.
But
Oh, I'm not trying to implant
but
it
if you're
at
trying to
all.
figure out,
Yeah.
if you wanted to do some research by checking out the leg and seeing
Like
what
trying
this
to
thing
like
is up
dissect
against.
it. I'm just gonna take some of their tools and just start opening this fucking leg in Craig's room. Like,
He'll be fine.
Excuse me, do you have a scalpel I could borrow?
yeah.
Yes, of course. What?
What? You do?
I'm a doctor.
All right. So, Craig is mending. Dr. Natura is going to do a little bit of biology on this leg to figure out what this big patchwork monster was. The Wainwrights are going to head off to the library.
And then dinner, probably.
Yeah.
dinner.
We'll stop somewhere nice.
We can have a nice little date while we're waiting.
Hey, we got time to wait!
When's the last time you had Thai?
That's right. Pizza. Oh, not yet.
Wait, we have a contact.
All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to stop there, and we will pick up our third and final session later in the evening when the time comes for Arthur's next meeting. All right?
Sounds good.
Until then, Craig, get some rest. And
Right,
I would like to thank all of you for joining us and for watching our show. This is, of course, Health Hits Experience. A big thank you to Community Access Media for once again giving us the big studio to work with, and thanks to everybody in the control room and everybody else, and we'll see you next week for the third and final episode of The Rippers.
Yay!
Yay!
I mean,
Bra, bra,
not yay
bra,
that it's
bra.
final, yay that we have more.
Yeah.